Merry Christmas and a heartfelt welcome to all of you, especially those who are joining us for the first time. Your presence truly adds joy to our WordSmith community, and if you would like to join our ever-growing community, consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you a thing. And don't forget to show us a bit of love by liking this video. It works wonders with the algorithm. As it is Christmas, we embark on a journey of musical bliss with the exceptionally talented and much-loved Sohyang. So prepare to be swept away as we delve into her breathtaking rendition of Oh Holy Night. Huge credits to Sohyang for gracing us with her talent. If you want to watch the original video, the link will be in the description below. Alright, that's enough out of me. Let's dive straight into it. And by the way, I didn't mention in my last video in the Chakra Khan reaction, but as you can see, this channel has undergone quite a few updates, and that is thanks to our Patreon supporters. If you would like to see this channel grow and become more successful and make bigger steps in improvement, please do consider joining our Patreon page. Otherwise, I'm just really glad that you're here. Okay, now back to the video. Alright, so let's dive straight into it.
Stars are brightly shining. It is the night of my dear Savior's birth.
Interesting. Before she goes on, I don't know what it is about her, but every single time she gets me. It's like have a box of tissues ready whenever you're listening to Sohyang. It's So to start, she had me at O in the Oh Holy Night, which was literally in the beginning of the song. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to her, I don't know what it is about Sohyang, but every time I listen to her sing, it's like it just hits me in my soul. I get emotional, I start sweating, and she keeps doing it like all the time. And another thing I noticed is she changed the lyric from Our Dear Savior's Birth to My Dear Savior's Birth.
It is the night of my dear Savior's birth.
Now that is a personalized stylistic lyrical choice if I ever heard one. One thing I did hear from the comment section, you guys inform me that she is a woman of extraordinary faith, and that's lovely to hear that part of her identity through her music. So also some really poppy runs, riffs in her humming there, and she's always just so good at that. Okay, so back 5 and let's take it from there.
Dear Savior's birth.
Love the poppy run.
The scene and narrow pining till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary one rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn.
Before she goes on, let's just talk about her vocal technique a little bit. Man, I'm loving this. So there are some interesting choices I'm hearing here. She's singing with a lot more nasality to produce more brightness through her vowels. Well, wait, actually, maybe small traces of it I have heard in previous performances, but here it's a lot more pronounced. And that tonality is a lot more prominent in this performance in contrast to others. Nice choices, great placement, she's outstanding. So the O vowel in soul was a lot darker and a lot more in her chest. The power is definitely coming through, and let me tell you, Sohyang, she's got power for days, guys. And she's being very poppy in her runs, although that's not unusual for her. Through the phrasing, when she just goes on that poppy run, it's amazing. And the laryngeal and pharyngeal control is mad. I can't even at this point. So really excellent thus far. And again, there's sheer elegance in the way that she's carrying herself through the vocal. I always love it when she sings anything. I mean, she could sing Baby Shark and I would love it at this point. Yeah, I probably would. But on this occasion, the Oh Holy Night, the vocal choices that she is making, and also the change in tonality to give that lyric that little bit of extra emphasis, and the communication of emotion through the various techniques that she is using, simply outstanding. So I'm going to take it back and let's continue.
Voices for yonder rays, a new and glorious morn. On your knees, or hear angels' voices, a night divine, oh night when Christ was born, oh night divine, oh night, oh night,
Like, dude, I mean, come on, seriously. I absolutely love it when she comes in with the elongated straight tones, like she did on the lyric 4. She had a darker tone in her sustain through the phrasing, but then by the time she got to knees, she was a lot brighter and threw in some vibrato. Ah, man, she's so good. She's so good. The vocal dynamic changes she does are so huge and yet very subtle. The control of her dynamic is just, well, there's no words. Listening to her sing provokes emotions in a very, very different way to other artists for me. So the O vowel in soul was a lot darker and a lot more in her chest. The power is definitely coming through. And let me tell you, Sohyang, she's got power for days, guys. And she's being very poppy in her runs, although that's not unusual for her. Through the phrasing, when she just goes on that poppy run, it's amazing. And the laryngeal and pharyngeal control is mad. I can't even at this point. Okay, let's keep it going.
long lay the world, the sin and narrow pining, till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill out of the weary world rejoices, for yonder praise a new and glorious morn.
Boo. Okay, so firstly, the power is definitely coming through. You can feel a lot of that diaphragmatic control, pushing the air up, and she's in her sort of chesty, belty mix. And one thing about Sohyang, and you guys probably heard me say this in the previous 2 reactions I did to her. If you didn't see those, you can click up here. But one thing that I find extremely unique about Sohyang and the way she performs is the heights that she can go to within her chesty, belty mix. I don't think I've heard someone belt a mixed voice as high as her. It's just really shocking. And you hear it. You hear the power and the support when she decides to belt in that mixed voice. And it's just unlike anything I've ever heard. Okay. More. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I need to take 5. Ooh. See? That's what music should do. I needed to take a minute because I mean, okay, so here's the thing about people like Dimash, Sohyang, Diana, and as well as many of the other singers I've reacted to and analyzed, there's the difference between people who perform a song and people who feel their way through it. And there is a bareness, there is a nakedness to their performance, where you just strip everything down to the bare essentials of their voice and them communicating through the technique and making you feel something beyond the music. I mean, it's one thing for me to sit here and analyze it. It's a completely different thing for me to feel precisely what the performer wants me to feel. And in my opinion, Dimash and Sohyang are the king and queen of that ability. They make you feel through the song. Okay, now let me start talking about the technique through that belty part there. Let me check the pitch with my piano at the back there. Okay, so all of the belting that was done was unusually high. And then that whistle register D6, okay, you're Sohyang, you can do it, why not? And then of course, you close with the sustained belt on D5. I mean, who can do that? She does that. She is by far one of the best singers I have ever heard. I mean, also you could hear that she just puts everything into a performance. You can see that she is giving it everything, and yet she makes it look so easy. She is, in my opinion, the best female vocalist I've ever heard. I mean, look, yeah, I know you guys say Morissette Amon, Angelina Jordan. They are excellent in their particular field and doing what they do. But in terms of the belty power stuff, Sohyang for me is one of the best. And I'm yet to listen to the rest of Sohyang stuff, as well as Angelina Jordan and Morissette Amon. And I'm looking forward to it. Maybe my mind may change. Who knows? You probably do. But let me know. And I'd like to figure that one out for myself. But guys, this was Christmas spirit. Yeah. I'm feeling the Christmassy vibes. So Sohyang, Oh Holy Night, that's one that's going to be on repeat. I'll probably be listening to that performance halfway through to July because what she was doing was just ridiculous. Anyway, let's have some closing thoughts. Okay, so Sohyang, I've said it many times before. That performance there was a lot of it that was organized in a very similar way to the Mariah Carey rendition of Oh Holy Night. I was watching earlier, there was some clips being played of Mariah Carey, and it doesn't surprise me that she would go for an arrangement very similar to Mariah Carey because her vocal versatility and her ability is very much similar to hers, and that's saying a lot. In a certain way, I don't think Mariah Carey can belt a mix as high as Sohyang from my understanding and from what I've seen so far. But here, Sohyang just shines. She had everything. She had the whistle register nailed down. She had that breathy quality to her voice as well. She also had that deep, rich, dark tonality to her voice too. And it was just complementing everything so perfectly, so beautifully, that essentially, in order to just get through the performance, I needed one of these. And that's precisely what you want from a performance. You want to feel, and she gets you to feel the extremes because she sings at an extreme level. There's not many people that can do what she does. And that essentially is my summation of Sohyang in a nutshell. And I'm just going to keep going with her for my own sheer pleasure. But if you guys do have other songs you want me to react to by her, I know there are Lean On Me, and You Raise Me Up, and I'm really looking forward to reacting and analyzing those two performances. So they'll be on their way, hopefully sometime soon. But guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this reaction and vocal analysis video with me, called Joshua the Wordsmith. If you enjoyed it, I would be incredibly grateful if you could subscribe to this channel. And you know what, to make things easier for you Sohyang fans, I've created a Sohyang reaction playlist that you can explore at your leisure. Your support means the world to me, so please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. If you'd like to see this channel continue to grow and improve like it has already, I kindly ask you to consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month. Your contributions can and have truly made a difference to this channel, as you can see. Thank you once again for joining me on this journey, and I hope to see you in future videos. But that's all from me, folks, and until next time, please be kind, be loving, be gentle, and be respectful to each other, and help one another out when you can. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone. Cheers.
Yeah.